Let us acquire a spiritual sense. The Holy Spirit is one, but he has many gifts. It does not vary from place to place. The Holy Spirit is not a spirit of confusion. It is one of love, peace. When spiritual men attack one another, this means that they are under the influence of many other spirits, which have no relation to the one Holy Spirit. In the past, the Holy Spirit illumined, guided. It was a matter of utmost importance. Today, the conditions for the Holy Spirit to descend do not exist. The Babylonia of the Old Testament was innocent. You would ask for clay and they would bring straw. Now we have a Babylonia with passions. You ask for clay and they throw a brick at your head. But if someone can eliminate the self from his every activity and curtail his own will, then he can work properly and certainly have the divine enlightenment to create a spirit of understanding. For when we put aside the idea we have of ourself, the divine ideas come. One must acquire a spiritual sense in order to have divine enlightenment. This work is crucial in order for people to understand a few things. Especially in our times, this is imposed upon us by the circumstances. You see, even back in Asia Minor, during those difficult years, conditions forced people to think more. 2 Greeks could communicate between themselves in front of Armenians and Turks without a letter understanding anything. There's even more reason for us today, given the conditions we're living under, to have spiritual people who are able to communicate with each other. Difficult years are ahead. Our mind must be in gear. If our mind isn't in gear and there is no divine enlightenment, then in each case one must receive a directive on how to act. Do not expect to be told everything. Some things you must come to understand on your own without being told. I remember once in Konitsa, before I went to the army, we heard that guerrillas were coming to town. There were 4 of us. The 3 were Muslims and we hid in a Turkish home at the edge of town. A little Turkish boy, 5 years old he was, understood the situation and told us, Go cook room, I go out. So we went into the kitchen and came out behind a house in time to hide in some storehouse further down. The boy went out and told the guerrillas there was no one in the house and they went away. A little boy this high, who barely knew how to speak, was able to think and act so wisely. Now he was sharp. You see, he observed the situation and he had love, whereas an adult could have done harm by being careless and thoughtless. We who have received baptism and chrismation, we who have been instructed in the faith and have studied the faith, must not be stunted in a state of spiritual immaturity. Be sharp-witted. Do you know what Xepteria are? They are the 6-winged cherubim, who have 6 sets of wings, and who flap them as they sing, Holy, Holy, Holy. Go fly with 6 sets of wings.